Hey, folks, just a friendly reminder that all shows on the Madness Comic Network are produced by their individual hosts and in no way reflect the opinions of the network as a whole.
Hey, everybody, Dirk Manning here, the writer and creator of numerous comic books and graphic novels, including Nightmare World, Tales of Mystery, Brave But Not Dead, all kinds of stuff. And I am super excited for you because you are getting to watch right now, right this moment, out of all the things we're going to be doing, you're getting to enjoy and revel in the Madness Comic Network. And that is awesome. Thank you for being here.
Glamorized and embraced by Hollywood, feared in the underworld, Benjamin Bugsy Siegel was one of the most powerful men in America. He was also one of the most hated. The man who gave birth to Las Vegas was gunned down in the luxurious home of his glamorous lover. Almost 80 years later, his murder remains unsolved. Who killed Bugsy?
Open your ears real wide and say, "Give it to me straight, doctor. I can take it."
Kick the chocks out from under the wheels. Flaps up. No offense, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Rum, rum.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
Doctor, wait a minute. The doctor is in, baby. Hey, happy Resurrection Day. I'm a Christian, so it's for me, it's the holiest day of the year. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody. Hope you're having a blessed day.
Welcome back, Q. It's a pleasure to.
Well, I mean, he was there for a minute. Okay, he's back. Hold on.
Welcome back, Hugh. It's a pleasure to see you again, my old friend.
Stand up for your right. Yeah. With a rebel yell. Don't give up the fight.
If you can't take a little bloody nose, maybe you ought to go back home and crawl under your bed.
Hippity hoppity, happy Easter.
What's up, Q?
What's happening?
I'm doing good.
All right, we got more.
Happening.
We got more. We got more. We got Mr. James Lee, who was the first one here and said, "Just do it, Pops. We're gonna do it."
Just 1 second. I have a dog issue.
Oh, he's got a dog issue. So we got also the one, the only, Mr. Christian Zappo. What's happening, Christian?
What's going on? Happy Easter.
What's up, Zaph?
What's up, y'all?
Got Dorian in the chat. Got Shadow in the chat. It's already popping off up in here, Doc.
All right. There you go.
This ain't work today on a holy day. This is just
Okay, I'm back.
chilling and drawing.
Yeah.
So, to Doc and everybody else, happy Easter.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, I am a Christian also, and I do, yes. So, thank you to everybody. It's Easter. It is a Christian holiday. And if you don't like it, oh well.
Hippity hoppity.
And
If you don't like it, nobody cares.
And also, since it was Friday and Saturday, I would like to send a wonderful happy birthday shout out to Marc Silvestri, who turned 65. So happy birthday to Marc Silvestri.
Mr. Sinister.
65. Lord. Where does the time go?
I know. I was looking at my age too. And I'm going, oh my God, I got old.
Oh, don't remind me, please.
Pups. You're all a bunch of young pups.
Happy birthday to Mr. Sinister.
All right. So I got something to show you guys.
Uh-oh. We're in
Not
trouble.
that kind of stream, Pops.
I got something to show you guys real quick.
I mean, you know it's on camera, right?
Okay.
Yep. It's got to be on camera.
All right. Just making sure you know.
Keep it in your pants.
So some of you may know a little something about my mom. My mom is 85 years old.
Happy birthday,
Wait a
Mom.
minute. Your mom's 85 years old?
Happy
She's
birthday.
85 years old. Not today. She's gonna be 86 here in a couple months. But look what she's doing, Doc.
I can't see what she's doing. What is she doing?
She's working out, dude.
Oh, come on with it. Come on with it.
85 years old, just beat cancer. And she sends me a picture of herself working out, telling me to get well.
Yeah, to work out.
You know.
That's
Ain't no
interesting.
quit.
That's interesting, Doc, because this year my dad would be 85.
Yeah, it's amazing, dude. There ain't no quitting that woman at all. None. And I guess that's where I get my drive from.
Tenacity.
It's not her birthday yet. I'm just saying that's how old she is, bro.
Tenacity. That's the word you're looking for.
Dude, she Energizer Bunny. Come on. She's 85. She just had she just beat some kind of throat type cancer, and she's right back to singing in the choir, right back to, you know what I mean? And just no quitting the woman. None.
Right on.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. That's got to be where I get my determination to continue on from. Because as I said yesterday publicly, my failures and setbacks, they paved the road behind me. Always move forward, people.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Got that right.
Because, you know, this last weekend where I was when you guys were doing this show was a little bit of an eye-opener. A little bit, you know. I'm laying in the hospital bed watching you guys do the show. And doctors and nurses are walking in, and I'm telling them what I do. I run this network, and these guys are all out here kicking ass, and I'm stuck in this stupid bed. But it was, it gave me a little bit of time to reflect, man. And I don't know, cracking jokes out here at the expense of others for clicks and stuff just doesn't seem to mean anything anymore.
Right.
It don't mean nothing anymore. I want to help people succeed. Can't help them succeed by doing that kind of shit,
I mean, unless I'm cracking on Zaf, then it's okay.
That's right. Feel free. I'm like public domain. You know what I'm saying? and Pops, I didn't want to say anything, but your mom looks like she got you beat by like 10 years. She look younger than you.
Thanks, bro. I'm just glad she's still around to talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
She out there working out. Shit.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. When they sent me that message a couple years ago, she's going in the hospital. She's got to have surgery. She got cancer. At that age, you just kind of go, well,
yeah,
time's coming, right? You try to just prepare yourself. And then what she do? She kicks cancer's ass, comes back, starts fucking with you because you're fucked up.
Right.
Sending me get well cards and shit. I love you, Ma.
You never know. You never know what the day holds. You know what I'm saying?
It's beast mode, Mom. Beast mode.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing, Doc, look, she was a Marine.
That explains everything.
She was a Marine. She was a cop.
A Marine, a cop.
She worked for cops. She was one of them people, one of them ideologists that thought she could go work for Child Protective and change things. I mean, Mom's a hero. She's one of them people that really does stuff for the right reasons.
Right on.
And now she's old, she's retired, but you can't tell because ain't no stopping that lady.
I heard that, man.
Uh-oh. What do we got? Is that Domino? What do we got going on here?
Yep.
Q?
Domino.
Oh.
They deliver.
What's up, Grey Wolf? What's happening? Good
Grey Wolf in the house. Good to see you, buddy.
All right, Twitter's starting to pop off over there. It's starting to pop off. That's what usually happens, man. We get a show going, and after about 10 minutes, you look up, and all of a sudden, we got 20, 30, 40 people watching on Twitter, and it just keeps going up as the show goes on. A couple weeks now, Twitter's been pretty live.
And kick it.
Somebody say something.
I'm sorry, I'm concentrating.
What are you drawing, Christian?
And more importantly, who's running the vibrator?
I'm sorry, I was on mute. So with the last campaign, and what I'm going to do with each campaign moving forward is do like character bio cards. So, sort of reminiscent of what Marvel and DC used to do with their Who's Who books.
Right.
But I make them like tablet cards, laminated. So I'm working on couple of characters that are going to be included in this next campaign. So this is one of the main characters that you're going to see in the new book get introduced, and this is just going to be the image that's going on to the bio card.
Nice.
And these guys here are kind of like my other main characters' cohorts,
right?
And so they're going to be on collectively on a card together as well. So these will be in the next campaign. Once it gets launched, you'll be able to see these.
And James, what do you got going on?
I am drawing the Goblin Queen as in honor of Mr. Marc Silvestri, since it is his birthday. I'm working on that right now. And she's also one of my favorite characters that he ever designed. So, you know. I mean, they did go like 8 issues of her story arc, which was fantastic.
Inferno, right?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, I think I have that novel. Hold on.
Well, I have the actual book, the actual comics, and I got Mr. Chris Claremont to sign them all too.
Very cool.
Sweet.
Yep. And I have a couple that Mark signed too. But I have a lot of books Mark signed. I even have his King Conan books that he drew. If you did not know that he did those.
Nice.
Before he did X-Men.
Yeah, seems like I remember that.
Those are some really good books. And I've also got his very first book called that he did with Marvel. Can't remember the title of it, but it's a graphic novel, and it is the first appearance of Apocalypse.
Oh yeah.
1986. Look at that page.
Well, congratulations, Grey Wolf. You get to be a grandpappy. Grandpappy.
Oh, cool.
I got 2 of them grandsons and 2 of them granddaughters. It's always fun. Fun. Always fun. Can you show us, Doc? Or are we just going to look at the top of your head? What do we get?
Give me just a minute to get to a stopping point, buddy, and I'll switch. I'll switch over here.
I got a couple of, small announce type mints. If you don't know, we have a GoFundMe going on right now to lay the foundation for the business aspect of the Madness Entertainment Group, the LLC, stuff like that. I don't have money for it, guys. You need help. Plain and simple. If you want to see your friends, people like this, up on Roku here in the near future, just throw a $5 at me, man. Look, anybody that we've helped over the last 5 years sell books, I'd appreciate it if you throw a little something back at us. That's all. I've been working. I've been trying my best to get you guys seen and help you sell books. Help me take it to the next level. That's all. That's a whole untapped audience over there on Roku, guys. We can get you seen in front of a whole new crowd of people. And they watch movies, like, the same kind of movies you guys write stories about. It's worth the endeavor. And I'm not going to let you down. You give me enough money to make this happen. We're not going to let you down. Also, for network people, if you have shorts you want us to play on the network itself, you got to send them to me, guys. You got to send me something. Send me something so I can put them up there. I've been doing it for a couple people, doing it for some of our shows, but I'd like to get as many of our shows covered as possible in the shorts realm as well. So it's all about getting seen, guys. The next thing is here in the near future, I'm gonna have a few pieces of art that I'm gonna be auctioning off toward the Roku, toward that very money that we're talking about. We're gonna have some Bill Moss art. I'm gonna go through some of my own art. I'm gonna throw some stuff up here. We're gonna have an actual art auction, whatever you want to call it, right here, and we're gonna have some cool stuff. Like I said, there's gonna be some Bill Moss stuff, Greg Harm stuff. I might even throw a Jim O'Reilly piece up there. You never know. All right. If you'd like to donate an art piece toward the Roku, if you don't have money, but you want to throw a piece of art at the art auction and promote said art auction, that'd be awesome. Let people know, be able to get a piece of your art over here on this auction on this date. This date will probably be, I want to say directly after my surgery. As soon as I get home, feel like I can sit in the chair. So that gives people like a month to put a little money aside or put a piece of art aside, whatever you want to do. Special thanks out to Bill Moss because he said, "Pops, I'll send you some art pieces. You can auction them up." I was like, "Oh, that's cool. That's awesome." Doc, you did not add your stuff. You didn't add your YouTube, man.
I'm sorry. I was working. I'm in a zone. I apologize. Let me.
That was why I had you come in as a guest, and you could add your Twitter and YouTube as well. And then we'll be like at 11 different destinations, 11. Get it out there. That goes for you too, Christian. If you got a channel or YouTube or Facebook, whatever you want this broadcast to.
Oh, let me go back out and come in as a guest. Shoot me the link.
He said, "Shoot me the link." I'm looking at it. It's right there in the Madness Reloaded. Now it's there twice.
Now let's see if I can do it.
Hi, Lou.
What up, Lou?
Is that Lou Pons?
Yes, that's our.
It's not letting me, Pops. It knows I'm an admin.
How can you be an admin? Didn't we take away your admin?
No.
Could have swore took that away.
No, you didn't take away my privileges.
I thought that was the whole point of having you come. No, okay, well, screw you. I took them now. Go try again.
All right.
I thought I'd already taken.
Let's see if I can do it now without having to leave and come back.
Yeah, you gotta leave.
All right.
What's up, Captain? Captain Infinity. Captain. Y'all have to excuse me. I'm a little bit sleep deprived. My chest still hurts. Powering through it, Here he comes again. Here he comes again. Doc.
He's back.
He's back.
He's back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, apocalypse.
Now what do we do? Mm-hmm.
Well, now my Twitter and my Twitter, it's not a destination. We're already going to my YouTube, right?
No, that's what I said. Add your YouTube.
Okay. All right. Hey, don't panic. I got this.
Remember, this was the experiment today. Have you come in as a fan and add your extras. See how many places we can go to.
Hey, I just wrote in the title, Drawstream, not Drawstream. Drawstream. I blame Q.
Next time we're going to call it the dog stream.
What I do?
We're just going to bring our dogs out.
What I do?
What I do?
You mad, bro? And there it is. That's it. yes, Doc, your Twitter should be a destination as well.
It's not in my list of options, so.
Oh, it's not in your list. It's in my list.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Tell you what we're gonna do.
Here's what we're gonna do, boys and girls.
We're gonna remove that one.
I'm not doing this again.
You were watching on the Madness comic. Now you've had to turn all over to the Madness comic. And there, Doc's Twitter's up in here now, too. Oh, look at that. That's how I do that shit, Doc. That's how I do it. Style. All right, so here's Jake. What's up with Jake from State Farm? I mean,
State Farm is there.
Neighbor. That's what I said, neighbor. Oh, Arnold must be really hurting for money. He's got to go to State Farm and do commercials. Living in California, yo, ain't no joke. They gonna take all your money.
Oh, you didn't hear what they're trying to do now?
I just said California gonna take all your money. I'm pretty sure I probably heard it.
How about this one? They want to do a yearly tax on all assets, including savings accounts.
Well, of course they do. Yearly. They want to tax you yearly on the same money over and over and over again. Yeah. They want to make poor people, dude. That's their job.
And also, they are doing a exiting tax if you move your business out and so like that. They're charging you a tax when you move out of the state.
Right.
What?
Which, of course, I would tell them as I moved to Texas or Florida or Georgia, why don't you come and try to get it?
I just tell them to eat a dick.
You can try to come and get it, baby. Just saying.
Yeah, they're really trying stuff.
Yeah, I'd just be like, this is a dick. Are you hungry?
Want some lunch? Because you could eat a dick.
Subway, eat fresh.
Even flavor that motherfucker, but they gonna eat it.
Yeah, the government got me really good this year after they took all
he got you, Doc. He got you, Doc.
Yeah, what's a doll stream?
What's a doll stream?
What's up, ODF?
You'll only see that on Doc's channel. You won't see that anywhere else.
I corrected it. Get out of here. Get out of here.
It's good to see you, fatty. I'm thinking about you. Get ready to fire up myself. I like that. Yeah. And yes, Grey Wolf. California is run by communists. There's no doubt. Half the country on each coast is run by communists. The shame part of that is that people don't even know what a communist is anymore.
No, they think it's something cool. Poor disturbed souls. Poor soul, I'm afraid the strain was more than he could bear.
Is Doc dying on screen?
I'm dying right now. ODF, if you don't leave me alone.
That was Finity. These are your fans
Finity?
who control your dumb ass for doing that, dude.
Stop trolling me. I'm old.
You left it open for your fans to troll your ass. Here we go.
I did. But it's one of the many services I provide.
You know how they say it. You deserve what you get.
Oh, man. Let's see. I don't ever want to.
Reap what you daw.
You know, speaking of, from the Christian perspective, ain't you glad you don't get what you actually deserve?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't want what I deserve. Please, Lord, no.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that because, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
And that ain't no lie.
People be screaming, "That's not fair." Do you really want fair? Are you sure? Are you sure you want fair?
Tasty. So yeah, just so everybody knows, we'll be putting some art up here on the network for sale. Also, for anybody who watches the show offs at 3:30 with Dave and I, pretty much most everything we show off is available. If we show something, you guys see it, you like it. Yeah, all you gotta do is hit us up and say, "Hey man, what do you want for that?" I even got myself a USPS thermal laser printer, label printer thingy, so that I can just have the post office pick shit up right here and send it out. All right. If you see something you want, say so. That's simple. I want to get the Roku up and running. I can rebuild it next year. I might have something you want. I would appreciate it if you flip on over there, drop a little love on the GoFundMe so we can get the LLC, so we can get to work. I think here in Michigan, LLC is $450. I'm looking somewhere else I'm looking to get it somewhere else cheaper. I think that's stupid and ridiculous. We'll find out. Yeah, I know, Grey Wolf. That shit doesn't even deserve airtime, what Biden's trying to do to this weekend. Now, granted, it won't always fall on Easter, but they had to have had the foresight to know that sometime it was going to, and it was stupid. And now they're,
No, it wasn't stupid. It was evil, and it was deliberate.
Yeah, it was deliberately done because this is the first year they've done it. So
it's been around for 10 years, dude.
Yeah, regardless.
It's been around for 10 years. I'm just saying they should have had the foresight to know that the end of March, beginning of April, Easter's going to land there at some point. Dumbasses. They could have done it any other time of the year. Nobody would have blinked. It's stupid.
Even the rooster agrees.
He absolutely agreed.
Besides that, I can't see him anyway. No matter what fucking day it is. I see a dude in a dress. Sorry, not sorry. Nobody wants to play my imaginary game that I'm a rich TV mogul, right? Nobody wants to play my game.
That's what I'm saying. I identify as a billionaire. What's up?
Right now, man, I'm a TV mogul. Even though the Roku ain't up yet, I already identify as that.
I wouldn't be a TV mogul for anything right now. The way businesses are crumbling left and right.
Yeah, well, I'm not worried about them because I don't do them. I do us. Independent. No Google overlords. None of that bullshit.
I didn't see anything about Google.
I'm going to go ahead and black that eye out, James. What do you think? I want that heavy shadow under his hat.
You know what? Black it out, but leave the retina.
Or I'll just black it out and undo it if I don't like it.
Either way, try the one with the retina first, and then try it without the retina.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, that's going to do it.
Okay.
I may as well go ahead and do both.
What's up, nigga?
You're gonna black out both eyes?
Yeah, I think so.
You're gonna have to really do a little more shading on that.
Just a gleam from the eye, Doc. A gleam from both eyes. You can tell that his eyes are open. That's all. Right?
There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire.
Just give me a little gleam so I can tell his eyes are open. He is driving. A reflection from a street light. There's got to be something if his eyes are open, right?
Yeah, not necessarily.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily. I'll look at it. I'll try that. Contrast.
Headlights, street lights.
Contrast is contrast.
And if it's daylight, then damn sure there's going to be a sunlight gleam from his eyes.
Yeah, there's bright sunlight. That's why we're getting those hard shadows.
Eyes reflect everything.
Yep. Pops. I don't know if you know this, but I know how to art.
Mm-hmm. Right now, he looks like a blind man. That's what I'm trying to get at you, dude.
Doc, as a guy that drives with eyes, I feel offended by your art.
Yeah. All right. Now we go back in with some line work. Hey, unambiguate me. Show these other guys work. I've been up here for a minute.
I'm waiting for a gleam in his eye.
It may not happen.
Blind guy's driving. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Daredevil driving.
If anybody else, Lou, anybody wants to jump in here, drop in a link again, you're more than welcome. Come in here and show these guys how to really art.
Oh,
nice.
See.
Mm-hmm.
See,
someone can show me.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you, Fatty. I don't own one either. Uh-huh.
Link is in the chat.
Who's in the who?
Chat. The link is in the chat.
The who did what to what?
The link is in the chat.
Oh.
A new Zelda game?
Oh, yeah. I also want to say thanks to Chris Brown for cutting up a bunch of shorts from the Comic Artist Hour on Wednesday last week. Good stuff, man. The shorts are generating a few views. I like it. It's good stuff. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate you. And my friend from DDO Online, from Madness Gaming. You guys know him from Whitefire Comics. It's Doran Corkum. What's up, Doran?
What? Hey, guys, how's it going?
What's up, Doran?
Hey, Doran, what's up, man?
Yeah,
Hey, I got a
had
shirt
a
like
chance
that.
to breathe. Really? Where would you get that from, Pops?
I got a shirt
Raise
just
little
like
hell.
He sends me a choice. He sends me two shirts. They're both badass. One says "Rake Hell" on it, right? And it's got the Japanese letters, whatever, and it looked cool as hell. I'm like, yeah, looks like an old rock and roll shirt, right, Doc? Okay. And then he says, or this one that says raise a little hell. And I'm like, how am I supposed to choose between those? Because as the promoter in me wants the Rake Hell shirt, obviously, but the dude in me wants the raise a little hell shirt. You know what I mean? So what does Doran do? He sends me both.
Yeah, I know.
He sends me both. So I got one I can wear like con when I go to con, and one I can wear like when I'm on shows, and one I can just wear when I feel like raising a little hell.
Hell yeah, everybody's loving that shirt so far. It sold pretty good, and then yeah, everybody who gets it seems to like it. It turned out really, really well.
It's an awesome shirt, man.
And the quality, it's a breathable cotton on top. That's like top shirts, but it's called, I think, ring spun cotton. So it breathes super well for a big guy. Like, to me, to have a shirt that breathes is important, right? But yeah, it's a quality shirt on top of it. I got it from Sticker Mule. Sticker Mule does them, and they put discounts on shirts sometimes, so you can get a good deal and make your own shirt if you want. It's amazing the deals you get.
And then there's
look at that! Oh, you've got it open. Nice.
Yeah, we haven't cracked it yet, but
okay.
We have not cracked it. I noticed there was no.
That's because it's not the collector's edition. Wait till I mail you the hologram cover. Have I showed you the hologram cover? It's great.
Dude. Oh, look at this. Is that beautiful, Doc, or what? Look at that.
Oh, man. Stop it, Doran. You're killing me.
Wait till you see this. Guys.
Killing me.
Oh.
Can you flip back? All right, I'll see if I can figure this. I've never.
Oh, look at that.
All right, you ready? So this is the front.
That's cool.
But look at the text and everything adds depth to it. So when you have it in your hands, it's really beautiful. But check out the back now. All right, so now we have Derek Stevens on the front with my concept design and my graphic design, of course, laying it out and stuff. And then here we have George A. Costella. I can never. It's a Mexican name. I think it's not Costella as in Seinfeld, but Castilla. Okay, Castilla. Okay, so but that's his art on the back. 1 of 100. Like this baby is absolutely gorgeous when you look at it and the light reflects off. I've never seen a hologram cover this cool. I've bought a couple. I love specialty covers.
That is beautiful.
That's nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. But inside the pages are dark. So I've been working with Comic Springs trying to fix this so I can actually, this is a proof copy, so I can actually get the official copies printed out. It's been a back and forth.
So you say you got me a proof copy? Is that what you said?
I have an extra proof copy. Do you like proof copies? I'll send you one of the proof copies. You like specialty comics? I'll send you it.
Yes, very much do I like proof copies. I actually like to get them just to proofread them, Doran.
Oh no! This when I mailed this out, it was even the writing wasn't finished because I thought I'd get ahead of the game and get it printed, or to make sure it didn't fall behind in printing. Right. So I purposely sent it so I could see the colors and stuff, and everything that went wrong with the colors on the inside did. So I'm glad I did, but
yeah, that would
so the writing is exactly right inside of it. So.
That one would be interesting to own too. Yes.
Yep.
I collect that kind of stuff.
Are you from Canada or Virginia?
Canada. Up in Ottawa, Canada. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you were going to help me out.
Thought so.
Oh yeah. 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 So now that Rake Hell's I keep saying it's almost complete, but there's always something else to do. And the Forsaken Future, I thought I'd jump on because I'm trying to get some art ready for my little contour that I'm starting in a couple months. So I think I can switch.
So how do you draw? How do you draw, Doran? Do you draw digital? Do you draw traditional?
So since being, of the gray-haired variety, so there was no digital when I started, but I was very fortunate. So I always started pencil and paper, a lot of years doing that. But I always kept up with technology. And I just happened to work for Corel, which is a software company that creates Corel Painter, probably the first painting software I've ever seen anyways. And they had a partnership with Wacom. So when I worked for them for 14 years, I actually was professionally testing digital art. The actual our products working with the tablets and we worked closely with them. And Microsoft So before tablets were tablets, I was testing tablets with pens, and they didn't come out with pens, and I was upset and I was complaining, and no one seemed to think that anyone would ever take off with having a pen on a tablet, in the sense of like an iPad and that.
Right.
And now look at it. You know what I mean? I was literally trying to spearhead that 20 years ago or 15 years ago, but no one would listen to me, unfortunately. But now, look at everybody, like even, is it Logitech that just released a new, they call it the Crayon, that's for an iPad for drawing? Yeah, it's brand spanking new. I just saw a commercial for it the other day. But so I started with Wacom. I had a Wacom tablet for years, and then Huion Huion came out. And they're kind of a ripoff of Wacom, but at first their drivers sucked, but now they're good. So now I own, because they're so much cheaper. Like, you can buy a Wacom, which is your Cadillac, right? Your amazing, over-the-top, kind of well-produced, professional digital art tablet, or you can get these Huions, which are you're going to save yourself a couple $1,000 or $1,000, right? So I was skeptical, but now I've owned a Huion for 2 years, and I've been enjoying it. So that's what I work. I mix. I draw by hand typically, and then I go to digital. I ink in digital or I edit in digital. You'll see actually how awkward my workflow is. If I can never figure out how I'm supposed to share like I'm on the camera right now. How do I flip it so I show my screen?
Just share your screen if you have your other
It's
screen
as simple as
up.
that. Okay, and it just goes into your little. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Let me see. So you just flipped me is what happens. I never understood that. Just okay. All right, that makes more sense now. So I can share my screen and still be on the side. All right.
Look, we got a noob, everybody. We got a noob in the game here.
Yeah.
Here in the
Hey, I'm high tech as can be, but I didn't. Yeah, I even have another camera that I'll have soon. I bought one of those Logitech. They have a new fancy for presenting, so you can look at stuff and it moves around and stuff. It's pretty cool. But anyway. So this is the mess I created.
I got to tell you, you've just said my whole process. I have an iPad Pro that I use. I have a Huion that I use when I'm not using the iPad. I just ordered that Logitech presentation.
Oh, did you? The Crayon order? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So I think it comes out in July. And yeah, it's so funny. I'm sitting here listening, like, yep. That's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I always try to keep up with that stuff, and so that's cool to hear that someone else does the same, because you never know, right? Yeah. Doc, how have you been adjusting to digital? So you've only been a couple of weeks.
Yeah. I think I approached it wisely, Dor, and I started off by just editing my hand-drawn stuff to get a feel for the tools, and then I did my first whole page digital. Now, I'll say this. It's intuitive and it comes naturally, but you slow down because you can really pay attention to the minutia. You can get lost in those details, and
the undo redo too.
Yes, Lord, thank God for Control Z.
And the flavors it allows you to create. This is what I've always loved about the digital experience is I can draw it by hand, bring this in here, and I might ink it one way, then I'll create another layer, ink it a different way if I want to try something different or try a different shape or something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like I'm a painter originally. So me and the smudge tool are good friends.
Nice.
Very
nice. So you'll see my art here. I've got this kind of awkward section here where I drew it in pencils and I liked what I did in pencils, but I didn't like it. So I was trying to figure out the shapes once I went digital to create, to change, to alter everything, right? So a lot of the times, my pencils will not match the final piece.
Right.
I'll play with it, edit it, try and fix some of the different things,
Very cool. You threaten me, doggy.
Okay. That's enough.
Somebody's puppy agrees. The puppy's going digital.
Yeah.
No, mine's not puppy no more. Mine's 11 years old, so he's getting senile.
They're all puppies. Come on.
Yeah.
11 years old. God dang.
Yeah.
Doing well.
He's starting to wind down. Corgis don't live. They live around 12 to 13. That's it. And he's starting to sleep a lot more. So
right.
Now, I don't know. I know dogs in general, but like a couple different breeds. What's a corgi? Is it a
Have
small
you
dog?
ever?
It sounds
did
like
you
it's a
ever-
pretty big one.
No. Did you ever see Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ein, the dog.
Yeah.
That's a corgi.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
And that's what I have. In fact,
Like the
Hold
dog from Queen Elizabeth II. No.
hold on.
Correct.
Give me a second. I'll move my camera so you can see him.
The Queen's dog.
So there he is, right there.
Oh yeah. That's nice.
If you want to-
You know what? I didn't know that was the name of them because my
There you go.
spouse, so Gillian's
There he is, right there.
dog was a corgi.
You say
Okay.
hi? Can you say hi? I don't think dogs.
Big
Oh, what a cute boy.
Big and a dog.
There he is.
Yeah.
Okay. There he is.
Give me a treat, and I'll say hi. Give me a treat.
There he is. And yes, his name is Ian.
Grim Adam.
He is named after the dog from Cowboy Bebop. So that's
Nice.
my dog. That's my little guy.
So, Q, what do you think? Did King Charles keep the corgis or?
No, I can tell you where they're at. I know where they're at. The two corgis are with Fergie, because Fergie, the Queen Elizabeth, all of her dogs passed away, and Fergie gave her two, and those two went back to her, so they're back with her.
I thought she had like 6 of them.
No, they all died.
Oh, okay.
She had, you understand something? She had the world record of the line of her dogs came from the original female that she got back when she was a little girl.
Right.
So that line went all the way up until like 2 years before she died. Her last dog passed away. So
I really like their corgis. Dang.
yeah. Oh, they're real popular now, and they get expensive too.
Cat Infinity says, by the way, Doc actually had a good idea, but don't tell him I said so.
Oh.
And don't tell him what I'm referring to either.
Yeah, I don't know which one he was talking about either.
Look, that I had an idea at all is a miracle.
At least it's not as big as Manhattan.
Yeah, well, Doc,
Oh.
it's Easter. Miracles happen, right?
Yeah. Yep. Ha ha ha. Shut up.
Poor Doc. Poor Doc. Everybody fires at Doc.
I love the dude, though. Man, is he a big target.
Oh. We're gonna have to get him a new shirt that says Doc and have like a little target on it.
You leave me alone, sir.
That's right.
Leave me alone.
Be
Leave Brittany alone. Leave her alone.
Security.
Will you sign my book?
I would caption this panel, arrested for driving while blind.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Pops, you can't see his anus either, but he can still fart.
Can he? Well, how do we know?
How do we know? Yeah. Bob's for stereo.
Yeah, prove it. Prove it.
No.
Yeah.
Well, when you
Throw the
get the
sound
book,
effect in the background there. Poof.
Put a little puff cloud behind his seat.
when
Yeah,
you get
you
the
gonna
book,
put a little green cloud behind his ass?
get the book, give it a sniff.
Oh, scratch and sniff comics, huh? New evolution.
Cutting edge.
Yeah. I forget what they did that with when we were when I was a kid. They scratch and sniffed stickers. It was stickers, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
You get
remember
stickers at the store.
I remember.
I don't know why.
Teachers used to give them out in school, and everybody wanted the peanut butter one.
Oh, I didn't even know there's a peanut butter one. All right. Nice.
I have no memory of these.
You scratch and sniff too many stickers then, if you have
No.
those are the side
memory.
effects.
He was
I might have memories of stuff, but I'm not going to admit it.
Uh-oh.
Didn't they have some in comic books too?
No idea.
Like
I wouldn't be surprised.
the ads, like didn't they have ads like, and like in magazines they had perfume and
Yeah, they had perfume ones. Yeah.
shave ads.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They had all kind of shit back in the day. Shit, and that's what it was. You know what's in my press right now is a Red Sonja 3D book.
Oh, it came with glasses? Kind of like,
Yeah, with the glass, of course the glasses are in the press. I'm not trying to imprint them into the book, but
yeah.
There was a little wrinkle by the staple, and I was like, really? Y'all make a book like this, fuck it up like that, and then sell it?
Right.
That one should have never made it to the shelf. You know what I mean?
Really dating myself. I remember when Jaws came out in 3D, and everybody was going to the theater. It was like the first time, I think. 3D movie, wasn't it?
I remember that, yeah.
And it wasn't even a very good movie for 3D.
No, I didn't think they knew. The technology wasn't there. Yeah.
I remember
watching it going, this isn't 3D.
The first 3D movie I remember was called Treasure of the Four Crowns or some shit. And my dad took us to see it, so I know I was young, so that was way back in the day. And my dad got laughed at because in the movie, somebody walked into the frame. And my dad said, "Hey, dude, sit down."
That's awesome.
The best 3D thing I saw was a Shrek short at Universal Studios. And you were in a theater setting. But like, if there was movement, if there was, like the platform you were on moved. The sight, the sounds, everything was amplified. At one point, the character on the screen gets splashed with water, and so do you.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, it was
the
like
4D.
Yeah, it was like
real D.
It was kind of trippy, but the actual 3D on the screen was better than anything I'd ever seen anywhere else. I mean, shit looked like it was coming at you. You had the instinct to duck and shit.
Well, I really wondered when they made the televisions 3D, if that would work, but it died off pretty quick as a fad, didn't it?
Yeah,
it didn't last long.
Hello, Nikki.
Yeah.
And Grim Dude. I don't know Grim Dude, but hi, Grim Adam. Welcome to the chat. We call those guys over there the Madness. Right?
Welcome. Be our guest.
Unless you're watching on Stephen B's show, in which case it's the Bull Chat. Those guys over there are the Bull Chat. I don't know what Doc calls his. Probably just the trolls. I don't know.
No,
patience. His patience.
It's the waiting room.
The waiting.
Your chat is the waiting room.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot of people waiting for treatment, Doc.
You ever work at ER on a Friday night?
Yeah.
Believe me, on that, I can actually say yes.
Only on a full moon, Doc.
You're gonna wait.
Oh. And it'll be worth the wait, right?
That's right.
Just don't forget to bring your recorder and your notepad.
Oh, notepad. What the heck? What's going on?
Handy dandy notepad.
Infinity. Shh. Quit giving Doc back his ideas, man. You know he's gonna forget.
I forgot not what I had for breakfast. I forgot if I had breakfast.
See?
It's just the way it works.
Boy, I didn't forget. I've been hangry for about a week now.
Oh.
I know that's right.
Did it involve Jell-O?
All right, I'm going to go get a refill. I'll be right back.
I was just going to say he's setting a new record for not refilling his coffee.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah. Ethiopian coffee.
Elephant poop coffee.
No, I think Ethiopia is Colombian.
I couldn't believe that when I think that's a real thing, isn't it? That they take the poop from animals and turn it into like coffee. I saw something on that.
Kopi Luwak.
Okay,
That's in
do it, man.
Indonesia. Yep.
Okay.
Please don't ruin coffee for me, man.
Let's stop on this, please.
I'm sure it's delicious.
Most expensive coffee.
Extra chocolatey.
Coffee is the only thing that's getting me through these stupid energy shakes right now. So please.
How bad do things have to be that you turned around and put shit in coffee?
Let's just stop on this, please.
Or that you try it. You see, like the elephant is eating.
Can we stop, please? Thank you.
Yeah. Comes with the other.
Can we stop?
Actually looks pretty good.
Let's not discuss this matter.
Discuss the grind. Do the rib. Come on.
Please, don't nobody start drawing it. Please. Yeah, there you go. See? Yeah. You just heard it somewhere and you're repeating it. It didn't have to be from Doc.
I will copyright claim everything. All of it. All of it.
Everyone.
So, how about, was it last week? Yeah, last week, USS New Jersey gets underway for the first time since her mothballing or becoming a museum ship. Big ass battleship. It was on active duty when I was on active duty. That ought to tell you something. It's a museum. So I guess I should be in a museum. Anyway, on that same day, I got to watch a Falcon 9 launch. What a great day.
Doc got all he stiff and shit.
Hey, Doc.
Yes.
Did you get to see the movie Battleship?
Yeah, I hated it.
Oh no.
Well, no. There's a little interesting thing about that. The when they pulled out the battleship, that actually went in. That actually did sail, and they were taking it in to get repairs. So they filmed while they were selling it.
I don't know which one that would be.
Which one did you use? I don't remember which one to use.
I think the one that was most recently dry docked before New Jersey and of course Texas, but Texas is a World War I.
Dude, Texas! Oh God, that thing's got holes the size of. I mean, good God.
Yeah, it's not in good shape. But I think that might have been either Wisconsin or Missouri. Sure.
Missouri, that's what it was. It was
Big Mo.
Yeah, it was Mo. They were going to get ready so they could put it back as a museum and stuff. And they just decided, hey, since we're filming this movie, they're like, sure. And the elderly guys that were there, they were not originally in the movie. They were there to help with the movement of the ship. So they just like, you want to be in the movie? Sure. Okay.
Sure.
Why not?
Trying to remember that movie. Did they fight aliens or something in that movie?
Yeah. They pulled out the old battleship because it was analog and went and blew them up. It's a fun movie. Don't take it too seriously.
I think that's what you have. Yeah, I have that attitude with a lot of movies, like where people go, "Oh, that thing's terrible. That's the worst movie ever." I'll go watch it. I'll even watch.
And Rihanna's in that movie.
I don't.
Yeah,
she doesn't need to be in the movie. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't. That was supposed to be the takeoff of her movie career. Look how far it went.
Not very far. Now I will say this about the new Godzilla movie. It's a fun Toho classic monster mash with great special effects. That's basically what it is, and it's very enjoyable.
I heard that it's enjoyable, so it seems to be getting better reviews than some of the other ones they did in that series. Okay.
Well, no, this is actually probably next to King of the Monsters. This is probably the best one they did. They really, they spend like, I would say 45% of the movie is the monsters.
Which it should be.
So they do a lot more with the monsters. It's not, don't go in expecting -1. I'll say that. -1 is just, that movie is freaking amazing.
Cool.
Is the new one out already?
Yeah, the new one came out this weekend.
I have one problem with that. The scene where Godzilla's running like a human being.
No. If you watch it, he's not. He's leaning forward. He's not running like a human being. He's just fast. But there's a reason why they did.
You want to use his front legs, kind of like a.
Well, no. What it is, and I really okay. So what happens is, it has to do with the other dinosaur, the one that they kept quiet, the Shimu, because of how powerful she is. Godzilla's got to go and basically absorb powers from other monsters, and he fights some. I mean, they're really good fights, and he just keeps getting jacked more and more and more, and it changes him as he gets more power. That's how he gets that pink look, is because he gets a lot of power from another monster. He takes it. He like they give an odd to like 84 where he's going after reactors.
Oh yeah.
So he does that. And then he goes and goes after this other monster, and then he goes and Kong gets him to team up with him to go take on the Garkin and Shimu. And Shimu's pretty badass.
You got to have a good bad guy. Even when I make comics, I like to focus on the villain first, right? Because you can make your hero around a good villain, you know.
Well,
so
see,
that's nice to hear when they have something good.
What I was taught when making like horror movies or villain movies or superhero movies is you spend twice as much time on your villain, and the more dastardly and awful and disgusting your villain is, the more heroic and honorable your hero will become.
Correct.
And I always want a logic to be with that villain too. Like why are they doing it? That's one question I always want to answer. You know what I mean? What's made them the way they are? Because I find a lot of people don't do that. You know, and if you don't, then you don't know what you're not going to get those good lines out of them as you write. I find, you know.
Oh, believe me, I write horror, so yeah, I put a lot of effort into my villains.
Yeah,
I really do.
I never thought I'd be calling myself a writer. I was always an artist, but I knew if I was ever going to make my comics, I got to get good at it, right?
No, that's what happened with me. I was always the artist, and then I broke my hand, and for about 5 years I couldn't draw because of nerve damage.
Oh.
And so my mother passed away, and I got real depressed, and my doctor suggested I take up writing. And so I did, and I got pretty good. I got really good at it. And so I sent it to a couple friends of mine to read, and they were like, "Oh, you got to get this published." And they hooked me up with a publisher, and off I went. And my 3 books did extremely well.
Yeah, I have to say I don't think I respected the writing as much as I did now. It's in high school and stuff. I was just terrible at English, honestly. Like to look at it now and where I'm at, it's just like I never understood half the rules. And then there's the comic rules as well. Like I have a book in the back around here somewhere, but it's an amazing book on lettering. And I didn't realize for years I was reading comics wrong. Like when it does the dash, I didn't understand that's a pause when like someone's getting interrupted when you do a dash. So I had no clue. I went back and read some comics. Like, oh my God, this makes so much more sense now. I was always an art fan, right? So, I loved Ghost Rider and all that, but I wasn't reading it necessarily for the, the writing. It was the art. I was a text area fan.
Well, for me, and I've always been able to tell a good story. And I was always told that there's a difference between a writer and a storyteller. Mm-hmm. And a storyteller can use words to describe everything and keep you motivated and captivated.
Okay.
And because I went to novels, I used my storytelling to tell my novel stories. So when I came back to comics, when I started drawing, it was to change the words into pictures and tell the story with the pictures, so you could tell what was going on with minimum words. And that's the difference between the two.
Yep.
If that makes any sense.
It does. Well, at least it does to me to a degree. Like, so I could always I'm big on world building and stuff like that. Like designing things, I can make character designs. I have like 100 character designs in the back from when I was a teenager and beyond in a filing cabinet. I had the stories, but I didn't have them written the way they needed to be. You know, the craft of the word. I wasn't very good at that. I was never going to get good at that unless I invested time, for sure. But I had a friend who does Sister Mercy that's very successful. He was always a writer. You know what I mean? So I learned a lot from him over probably the last decade in reading his comics and just talking to him and having him actually proofread some of my comics. So I'm like, and some of the other, you know, I used to use the same word over and over again. I think that's a fault that a lot of people have. It's the first thing he corrected that I used to do. Like, if you keep using the same word, like amazing, 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 and like you're in 2 paragraphs of writing, you know, never do that. If you're going to use a word, there's always alternative words, alternative ways to say something if you're going to say the same thing again or reflect on it. So that was one of the things that he had taught me that was I found very helpful.
Well, I'll tell you something that's really helped me, because my spelling sucks.
Yes.
I use Grammarly.
Oh, big time.
And I have the professional version.
Yep. Oh,
so it will flag. It will flag if you use the same word too many times.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
And you'll sit there and go, "Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, let me go in and change this up a little bit and change this up."
Yeah.
And now I will still send my stuff to my editor to look at and let him go over it. And then he'll send it back to me saying, "Okay, you got a problem here. You need to fix this. You need to do, you know." And when he says fix something, he gives me the reasons why I need to fix it, not just say you need to fix it.
Yeah, it's the only way you can learn. And I think anybody who's writing should be using Grammarly as an assistant. Even the free version of it was helpful. At least it lets you know there's something wrong, and then you can play with it to try and fix it if you sit and think about it for a bit. But I ended up buying Grammarly as well. I don't think I could live without it. Doing the comics.
I'll tell you what's funny is when I start making my my city names and my countries and stuff, and I put it in Grammarly, it flags it like unknown word. Should we add this to your dictionary? Yes, you should.
The other thing to do, boys, is read your writing out loud.
Oh yeah,
I do it all the time.
Yep.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, I slow myself right down. Yep.
Yes, and
real good idea.
Record it and play it back to yourself.
No, the thing about it is when I'm writing it, I actually say it to myself out loud while I'm writing it.
Yeah.
And then I'll go back in and read it, and then I'll go back in and read it out loud, and I'll be like, "Okay, this kind of sounds stupid."
If you
it sounds awkward.
If you record it and play it back, it's the same thing as a visual artist holding their painting or drawing up to a mirror.
Yeah.
You're divorcing your own senses from your creative process, and now you're hearing or seeing the work fresh.
Yeah.
As a viewer.
Interesting.
Correct. Like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there.
Oh, we should do that. We just advertised for them. They owe us $50. They owe the Madness $50.
I mean, there's just things that people will always finish, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Heroes
Have a Half Shell? I wasn't sure which line to use. I thought it'd be Heroes Have.
After these messages,
we'll be right forward.
Right back.
We'll be right back.
When it comes big.
Yeah.
He comes big. Oh my, that's dated. I remember that one.
Hey, it's not dated. Stop it.
I mean, it's fresh.
Yes,
old
fresh. Play it, Pops.
New.
Play it, Pops.
Fresh.
What are you trying to get me to play? What?
Coffee shop intro.
Jeez.
Oh, it's on the intro. Okay.
It's not going to be in here.
You had me
Old
singing
intro.
with a Rebel Yell earlier. I'm pretty sure that was on the intro video. I was walking up the stairs singing Rebel Yell. He got
that's
me.
Q's intro. That's Q's intro.
Okay.
I like these calm little moments before the storm.
Money comes big. Yeah. It's not small. No.
Kiss my empire. Oh, my darling. Not 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
Your coffee, sir.
Thanks, beautiful.
You're welcome.
This is a man's world.
Oh,
God damn.
that's my show. That gets me fired up when that intro plays. I'm ready to do a show when that happens.
I'm trying to get ready for the show offs because supposed to be ready for that when it goes off.
Yeah.
Today on the show offs, just so everybody knows, I'm gonna be showing off some con programs and stuff like that. Which I have a very nice collection of. Some of them autographed, a lot of autographs, shit like that. So I told Dave I had some special shit to show him. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today.
Nice.
Showing off con programs, maybe a few autograph comics, but mostly con programs and cool stuff like that. So if you want,
I found a lot of my badges the other day, and I started putting them in a pile, and so I'm gonna take a picture of that soon. But that was cool.
if you guys really want to see what's in Pop's collection, you're going to want to watch the show offs today for sure. You're going to see some stuff you might not never seen before. And I'm even going to save some of this for next week. I'm going to make 2 weeks out of this. But do you want a little sneak preview? Anybody want a little sneak preview?
Why the hell not?
Go ahead.
A little sneak preview kind of stuff I'm going to be showing off today. I'm going to give you a preview.
Am I going to be jealous of all the stars that are at these events?
You're definitely going to dig this. Okay. This is from the Denver Comic-Con. You can see there's autographs all over it.
Nice.
You got Polito, Monty Moore, Marat Michaels, Yolanda Ruiz, Jason Jensen, Art Adams, Ryan Kincaid, Josh Grimsley, Kevin Eastman with the turtle remark as well. You got Brian Polito and Kevin Eastman both put remarks on this thing.
Sweet.
Oh yeah.
He was up here in Ottawa, Eastman, and I kicked myself because there was only 4 people in line at one point. I could have just jumped right in line with them and got something done, and I didn't.
You got Art, you got Jason Jensen. Dude.
They did a great job on that. Like, that's a cool cover. Like, but they did it all over the art. Like, beautifully put. Yeah.
Dude, that's badass. And I got that from a friend of mine from the Sworn Nation, Troy Hudson. Love you, Troy. But yeah, back in the beginning when I started doing this, before I was doing shows or anything, right? My collection was ash cans and con programs. My comic book collection was very small at the time. I was more interested in getting con programs from all over the country and possibly the world, and people started sending me con programs. So I have a solid, 2 solid stacks of them behind me, as well as a nice stack of ash cans of all different kinds, and that's what we're going to be showing off today, 3:30 on the network with me and Texas Dave, talking about ash cans programs. I don't know what Dave's going to be showing off, but man, I can fill a show with this stuff, no problem.
Hey, Pops.
Yeah.
Did you ever get the tour books from the studios?
No. Well, I don't know. I'm about to go through some stuff I haven't looked at in a long time. I don't know what all I got here.
Because back in the 90s, especially with the Image Studios, like Top Cow and Homage and Extreme, the whole studio would go on tour.
Stuff like this.
Oh, that's very nice.
Comic Shop News? Yeah.
I got Bill's going to love this. Nira X Ashcan. Hell. We got Batman Grendel Ashcan. Rafferty at. I do tons of these things, man. Wrath of the Titans, X-Men, dude. Lots of cool shit, man. Previews from the final night, Superman. I guess it's Justice League. I don't know. Sneak preview from Total Eclipse. Just all kinds of cool shit, man. Even got a cherry ash can, guys.
Oh, Cherry. I forgot about Cherry.
The Wedding of Rick Jones ash can. Miss some more vamping.
Rick Jones got married.
Lady Death and Evil Ernie. Time from Ultraverse, Force Works. Just, man, I got a ton of them, dude. Like I said, before I started collecting comics, I was more looking for this kind of stuff and programs and stuff. That was where my fourth, fifth collection. That's how it began. Was with that kind of stuff. And now it's just, everything again. And I do mean everything again. I have autographed bobbleheads and all kinds of shit now. And I don't mean autographed Funkos. I mean actual autographed bobbleheads. Like I got a Zach Wilde autographed bobblehead. I got a Chicago Cubs, the not Chicago Cubs, but the South Bend Cubs, I guess they are, the AA team. I got their whole freaking team to sign one of their team bobbleheads, a few years back, just for the hell of it, just because I like shit like that. I like owning shit like that. What is up, guy from Red Bank? What is up, Haldir? What's happening? What's happening? Happy Easter.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, Haldir?
Happy Easter to everybody. Everybody. Haldir, I got to give you a... I got to give Haldir one of those... how come I can't give him a... Oh, that's because that's Doc's channel. Oh, I'm trying to give people fucking wrenches on your channel, Doc.
Haldir should have one on my channel.
What?
You should already have one on my channel.
Haldir doesn't have one. Guy from Red Bank. I don't know who Guy from Red Bank is, but he doesn't have one. I don't know why I was watching on your channel, but I guess I was just checking in to drop a like because that's what we do. We support each other. Woo! 70 people watching, Doc.
Guy from Red Bank's a cool dude, man.
Yeah, Guy from Red Bank. Are you a cool dude?
Him is.
Him is, Doc? Really?
Him is.
Emails.
Doc hid his drawing from us, guys. He won't show it no more.
Oh, did I stop sharing?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Ambiguate.
Hold on. Hold your water.
And then Doran went, pew, I'm out of here.
Doran left.
He's gone.
Yeah. Maybe he got the same technique as I have.
I was going to say, Q, someone's taking your shtick.
My stick? What the fuck?
Your ring of what is it?
The internet is being a dog.
No, dude, your stick is the hokey pokey. You're in, you're out. You're in, you're out.
Yeah. Like a whack-a-mole.
Yeah, we do need a counter for him, Doc. Although today he's been pretty good though. He only left once.
That's funny right there. Here you are.
To the 72 people watching and the millions at home. I mean, thank you for watching. We appreciate you.
Doc.
Yeah.
Did I hear correct that are you going to be on that cockfight competition thing?
What did I just come back to?
The
Yeah, you
art,
don't want to know. You don't.
the art
you,
contest.
you don't want to know, Dorian. You really don't.
Yeah,
The rooster.
yeah. I have called out my own publisher, Anthony Romano.
He called out an easy mark. That's what Doc did.
Oh,
Oh, you called him out?
I
look how
did.
he can just beat up. He's like, yeah, I got him.
Doc's like, I know I can squish Anthony. I'm calling Anthony out.
Well, no, the point in that is, yeah, I'll beat him because I'm better than he is. But the point in that is, you know, the book's going to be freshly out at that point. He's the publisher, I'm the artist, so we'll gin up a little interest. And then that enables me to move on. I get to move on to the next fight.
Your final expression. Nice.
In other words, I'm gonna kick that ass.
I saw the first one. I liked it. It was kind of brutal. I like it.
Oh man, it was awesome. That's as much fun as I have had on a stream in forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The reason I disconnected is I went looking for my Kevin Eastman comic he brought to the Ottawa comic here, the custom cover they did in that, but couldn't find it.
Oh,
show that. And, oh well.
At least he didn't take the stick.
Dick?
He didn't steal your whole routine, did he?
Only part of it? Was it me? I plead innocence. You got nothing on me.
You can't
Nothing
prove
on me,
anything.
Papa.
You can't prove anything.
My lawyer said.
Do any of you illustrious gentlemen know who Frank Metzger is?
I've heard the name.
No.
Yeah, Cap. I called out Anthony Romano. He hasn't made his response video yet, but I'm already giving him shit. I was like, you can't hide from me, you skinny dope smoking lunger.
Frank Metzger is a Dungeons and Dragons legend.
Oh.
And
snap.
I just found a VIP badge that he signed. I'm finding all kinds of cool stuff going through this, man.
Jeez.
I
never thought of anybody sign a con badge. Never thought of that at all.
I got Jim Suter signed my press pass to Hall of Heroes last year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I met him as well. I felt bad actually. Oh, this is a great story. Well, make me look bad story. My friend obviously knew who he was. I didn't know who he was. Here I am, a huge Transformers fan. I know.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I'm talking to him. It's the same the guy who did Game of Thrones. George
R. Martin.
Thank you. I met him. So I was at a book con 20 plus years ago, and my spouse Gillian, she was a huge fan of Game of Thrones before anybody, like, of the books, right? Before it was popular, before any of this other stuff. So there was a private party for him at this book con with all these nerds, like all of us nerd type people. So I like going to cons. So I went, and he was sitting by himself, and everybody else was afraid to talk to him. And I'm like, I don't know who this dude is. I don't care. So I went up and started talking to him. So I introduced myself as Doran. And he just happens to have Doran in his books. I think it's a place called Doran.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So I had an instant kind of hello. Yeah, but anyway,
believe it or not, stuff like that does happen.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't know. And same as Shooter. I was at his table. I was buying a really nice thing that's probably behind me somewhere, and the print was short. About 2 inches, and I collect 11/17s. And there was something wrong with that print. And I was actually talking directly to him. And I was like, can you fix this? And he had this look like, oh, okay. And I'm like, why is he such? You know what I mean? It's a 2 inch print short. It's 2 inches short. I can't frame it and put it on my wall, right? You know what I mean? There's something. I didn't do this. I didn't cut it short. It's on your table. But anyways, I didn't have any type of conversation with him like that. But then I realized afterwards when my friend Doug told me, I'm like, oh, Oops. I didn't realize I was talking to him like he was like,
indeed.
You know what I mean? Oh, crap. One of the sad things too is James O'Barr was there, and nobody was talking to him. So I went up and talked to him. I couldn't believe nobody was there. Creator of the Crow and everything. Like I got him to sign things, and like I was like, he was going to sell me original art, and I still kicked myself in the butt for not taking it from him. He was offering me original art.
I remember when he came and the movie was fixing to come out, and they had a private meeting with him and signing with him at the hotel. And so I had gotten a ticket, and I'm sitting in there, and I'm listening to him talk, and I'm like going, dude, he was so depressed. When I talked to him, I mean, I was like going, oh, okay, this is not good.
Yeah, he
seems like somebody who's just naturally depressed.
Yeah, I think if you take that and you look at the Crow story, you can kind of put the darkness into it. I think he talks about that and why he wrote the Crow. It took him a decade or something like that to write it before he released it. But yeah, you're right. He comes off as a very kind of somber type person.
He's very somber.
Yeah.
And that's the funny thing is because people, when they come up and talk to me, because I write horror and I kill people and stuff in my books, make it dark and everything like that. And I'm like this really happy guy. And they're like, you're nothing like we were expecting. I was like, what were you expecting? And they were like, going, this kind of morbid looking dude. And I was like, oh, no, I ain't that. I just like writing really dark stuff.
But wasn't the Crow like based off of some tragedy in his life or inspired by it or something?
I believe so. I thought it had something to do with some kind of war or something. Now I'm going back. I read something on it years ago, so it's been a while.
If you're really going to look at the Crow, you can go all the way back, and there's another movie that was done like early 70s and stuff. And I hate to tell you this, but it's just like High Plains Drifter. If you have not seen High Plains Drifter with Clint Eastwood, it's basically the same thing. He's killed and everything like that, and he comes back for revenge.
Yeah, no, but I mean, James O'Barr wrote The Crow. It could be like a million other stories, but
I don't know. I don't remember the story, but there was some kind of tragedy did happen.
Yeah, there was. It was.
Yes, there is.
It was his outlet for a tragedy that struck him.
And that's what. And I'll be honest with you, that's what happened with me. When I lost my mother, I went into depression, and that's when I came out of my horror stuff. So
I got it.
So there is something does click when you go into, and like I said, my doctor told me to get me out of my depression to write stuff, and you just go into that,
nice.
and that's what happens.
You found a way to express it in a different way to get it out. Yeah. That's cool. I think creative people do that, right? I found out what inspired him. O'Barr wrote his first issue as a way to cope with his personal tragedy he went through when his fiance was killed by a drunk driver. So that was his inspiration.
So I think that's like, that could have a lot to do with his permanent like somberness and depression.
And it could be just his personality, right? He just could be just a more less energetic person. I mean, he's not young anymore when I saw him. Like he's he's getting up there in age.
I saw him back in the 90s. That's what I'm saying. I saw him.
Oh yeah, no, I saw him 2010-ish.
Yeah, I saw him when The Crow had just come out. And I mean, no, it was fixing to come out. It hadn't been released yet. And the hype around the movie was just because of Brandon Lee was in it.
Yeah.
That was the hype. And then when Brandon died, that made the movie even more
legendary. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. And I mean, that's, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, morbid or anything, but the minute everybody heard that Brandon died in the movie, everybody was like, okay, I got to go see this movie. I got to,
Yeah, and everybody had high hopes for him too. And again, him being the son of Bruce Lee, and I'd seen some of his movies. He was with Dolph Lundgren in a movie. I can't remember what it is, but I always remember a scene in it where they're both attached to like these torture boards, and they're getting electrocuted. And Dolph Lundgren tells him to be tougher. He says, "You need to be tougher about this," or something like that. And then he's like, And he goes, okay. He goes, hey, aren't you supposed to baste us in between frying or something like that? He said some kind of cooking joke.
And then, but the one he did, Rapid Fire, where he loses his dad and stuff, and he helps take out the mob. That movie was fantastic. That's probably one of the best martial arts movies ever made.
Yeah, his career is definitely cut short.
Yeah, he was scheduled to do several other movies and stuff before he died. You know, he was scheduled, and just freak accident.
Yep.
Well, he was definitely. I mean, come on, they had live ammo on the set of a movie. He was definitely.
Well, it wasn't live ammo. They got him. Okay, that's not what did it. Even with a blank, it has some kind of shrapnel, and the guy was too close when he fired it, and that's what got him. So it wasn't an actual live ammo round.
I don't know how they figure that out with but that scene. Do you guys remember that scene in The Crow?
Yeah.
Like he's on the table and everybody's just blasting him. At least it was a situation, hopefully, where one person didn't know they did it. You know what I mean?
Where it happened is the scene where he's coming out of the bathroom, and they had to reshoot it. That's why his face is blacked in. That's where it happened. That's where it happened. Because they put his double in.
Is that still in the area where he's inside of the kind of the gangster gang place?
No.
Or is that in a different spot?
It had to do with the girl's mother.
Yes, I was wondering. Okay, yes.
That's where it happened.
And then he talks about he talks about like almost like a purity speech. Is that the shot through the? No, that wasn't through the hand.
Yeah,
that was a different.
They didn't show the actual.
It's been a while.
They reshot it with.
Right, that actor.
Darkened in.
Yep, that was the first time I heard of CGI. That was the first time I'd ever heard of them using CGI in movies, and that's
well, they really didn't use CGI in it. They just put somebody that looked a lot like him and darkened the camera settings, so you really couldn't see him. So
cool movie. It definitely was groundbreaking at the time. Like that's when, to me, this whole comic industry was in trouble then in that era. And this is a movie I'll probably get some judgment on, literal judgment. I loved The Crow for sure, but I also loved the first Judge Dredd movie. It's the only movie I ever went to the theater 6 times to watch.
The problem with the first Judge Dredd movie,
I don't know, I just loved it.
Is he keeps taking his helmet off. If he'd have kept his helmet on, it would have been really good. It would have been a really good movie, but he kept taking his helmet off. And I was like,
Rob Schneider. Like I liked the comedian as well at the time.
Yeah, Rob Schneider was fantastic in it.
Yeah.
And then of course the other one, the other Dredd movie they made was just perfect.
See, I didn't like that one as much. The new one with Carl Urban.
Yeah, that one was perfect. That was actually as close as you can get to the comic book as you could get.
Oh, okay, so I wasn't a comic book, believe it or not. I wasn't a comic book fan back then. So this was all fresh. The Crow was fresh to me. I was a comic book fan earlier in my life, but never too much indie stuff. So I didn't know too much. I'd heard of Judge Dredd. I'd never heard of The Crow. So when they came out in the movie theater, that's how I got introduced literally pretty well, other than, the only indie comics I remember was like Lady Death, Ernie.
Well, see, Lady Death and She came out the same year.
She, yeah, I remember collecting some She stuff too.
I remember
like a wizard.
Back then, myself and Kelsey Shannon were working together. This is our first gig. I was penciling, he was inking my stuff. I've got like 2 pages of that artwork still. And we sat across from Stephen Hughes and Brian Polito and everybody from Chaos at the time. And what happened was there was a big fight going to happen that night. So they had rented out this abandoned church, put tarps up all over the windows and everything like that because it was a dry city, brought in kegs of beer and everything like that. And myself and Kelsey Shannon got dragged over to it, had a wonderful time. And Brian and Steven just gave us all this advice about, self-publishing and doing your own thing and everything like that. It was basically the same stuff he gave Billy Tucci when he was fixing to do She. And Stephen Hughes, oh my God, I could talk about him. May he rest in peace. I could talk about him forever. I mean, such a great guy. Fantastic guy.
I remember they used to do articles. I think it was Lady Death inside a Wizard and stuff like that, and they would be talking about how many hours those guys. Like if you were an indie person, like you were living making comics. Like they showed, well, they didn't show them. They had pictures of it, and they talked about time lapses and stuff. It was pretty cool to see, but that's when I realized, man, it's hard to create an indie comic.
Well, I'll tell you the picture that really got me.
Ben Edlund had said in Wizard, when he was working on the book and the animated show, he said, "I've worked so hard that now when the toilet flushes, I think it says I love you."
Oh,
I'll tell you the one that really, the two that really got me was when I found out about the guys that created Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. When they drew it in the garage, and I saw pictures of the garage, and I was like going, "Oh God."
Yeah.
And then when Todd McFarlane left Marvel and went to start doing Spawn, and his studio was his garage, and I was like, these guys are doing it in their garage.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, Kelsey and I were drawing upstairs in his bedroom in his mom's house at the time. That's where we were drawing. I mean, this notion of the bullpen that we had seen pictures of in Marvel and stuff, that we never got to do that. It was all this other stuff we did.
Yeah.
And
it's
then
a lot of work.
And then 97
easier now.
And that was it.
Yeah, the old man speech of, you don't realize how hard it was without digital, and back then you couldn't communicate, right? So you're literally living in a bubble of
there was no cell.
Wizard.
Oh, sweet Lord have mercy. My long distance bill was more than my mortgage payment.
Right.
Oh, dude, my long distance bill was nuts. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I remember we got to do San Diego. San Diego, first time ever to do San Diego. Oh my God. So we throw everything in the back of my little bitty Volkswagen Cabriolet. We had so many boxes I had to drive all the way to California from Texas with the top down. I'm serious, dude. I mean, we made it. We set up. We had a great time. We loaded back up and came back home. I mean, you're driving across the weirdest thing is driving a convertible with a whole lot of boxes in the back of your car, driving across the desert at night.
Oh, shit.
And I'm sitting there going like, oh, please let my little cabriolet make it home. And it did. It made it all the way to California and all the way back.
Make it.
Yeah. I've had a couple cars like that too.
And then
I had a $500 car at one point.
No, this wasn't a $500. This cabriolet was actually really in good shape. I paid $5,000 for the car, so it was actually.
Okay.
I bought it pretty new. So, then it was like, this is like 94. Yeah, 94. This is where all the work came and everything like that. I ended up at Denny's with Rob Liefeld and everybody in the kitchen sink from Extreme Studios.
Oh, cool.
And the incident that took place and mayhem that took place is legendary. And I saw the whole thing live.
Nice. Yeah, there's points in time, that whole breakout for Image. As a comic fan, I remember being really disappointed that they couldn't hit deadlines. Especially Waterworks. I was sitting there waiting for Waterworks forever.
You mean Wetworks?
Wetworks. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, Wetworks.
The thing about Wetworks, and
amazing artist.
I feel real sorry for Will Spataccio about this. He's designing Wetworks. He's getting it ready to really go, and then his wife decides to divorce him and take all assets.
Oh.
So what he ends up doing, he sells the rights to Wetworks to Jim Lee.
Okay.
I hate to break up this awesome show, guys, but I got another one to do here in a little bit. And it's about that time. So we're going to go around the room. Everybody tell everybody where they can be found. I'm going to play a couple of our favorite sponsors' ads, and we're going to be out of here. Just kind of like that. What you showing me, Doc? What?
I'm a little tardy sharing screen. I'm sorry.
All right. What did we see? Show me. Tell me. Do it.
It's a page.
Okay, there's page. All right.
Hit it back up. I'll show it. This is Portia Vance being a distraction to the guys that are guarding Morelli's beach house so that our hero can slip in the door and do bad things to the bad guys.
There you go. That's how we do it. Doran, tell everybody where they can find you, brother.
They can find me at whitefirecomics.com. Get your digital copies there. Try something different. I'm trying to get a slogan going.
Working on it. It's a work in progress.
Working on it.
If you don't know nothing about Whitefire Comics, look, I like Doran's stuff. It's good. I encourage you to go check it out. If you like what you see, then by all means, give it a shot. Just like that. Whitefirecomics.com, people. Zaffo. Tell everybody where they can find you, brother.
He's on mute.
Yep, he's muted. Of course he's muted.
Hey, sorry about that. Just head over to my website's right there under my name. Head over there. You can subscribe for free, get latest updates on the upcoming campaign, and all my links are over there for Facebook, Twitter, so on.
There you go. Foresight11.com. Go check it out. James. Mr. James.
Hello. I'm gonna actually do this real quick. We can get this over here so you can actually see what I did. Right, so
God dang.
Nice.
Here's the
Lovely.
Goblin Queen. This will be up on my website for sale if you are interested in buying it. With some other artwork that I'm doing from the draw streams, so they will all be up on the website for sale. So just go over to the website, www.thevonsteins.com, and contact me, and we'll see what we can do.
Cool. Doc.
I am the Doctor. You can find me on YouTube. I am the only Doc Blaylock on YouTube for now. You can find me on the Twixter at Doc Blaylock 8404. I'm the writer and artist behind Pariah, Blood and Mud, and the Pariah Saga, and behind the forthcoming, launching on April the 19th, A Damn Dirty Thing.
A damn dirty thing. That's the way it is, people. It's the way it is. Q, tell everybody where they can find you, bro.
Yo, in the Morrison formation. Just kidding. You can always find me here in the Madness Comic Network on YouTube. And
He froze on the Roku.
That's perfect.
Oh,
So close.
Perfect.
robbery. We've been robbed.
He didn't stick the landing, boys and girls.
He's got the horns of the devil in his hand, though.
The Eastern judge gives him a 3.6.
God, man, we just can't get it right today, can we? We just can't get it right today. I'm gonna play sponsor ads. I love you guys. Check us out in about 40 minutes or so.
Hey, Bob,
yeah.
Before you do, can we keep the draw stream going on my channel?
I don't care.
No, I mean, can you technologically do that?
Can I turn everything off and keep you going? I don't know.
Never mind. Never mind.
Let me play some ads and we'll see what happens. Got to play the ads first. Then we'll see what happens.
All right.
Here we go. Peace out, everybody. Love you guys.
The future. The final frontier. It has never been so uncertain as now. AI, VR, haptic wear, nanotechnology, mass destruction with a remote click. Now we are finally seeing the true potential and dangers of an ever-connected and overly policed hyper-technological world. Have we finally become the architect of our own demise? Is there still hope? Welcome to the future. Welcome to Punk Droid.
Flip City Magazine is just really pulling out all the stops, man. Your guys' production value of this magazine has gone insane. I mean, look at that. I mean, I remember when you guys, it was black and white. Even when it was black and white, I thought your quality was great. But damn, they have just, I mean, they just really stepping it up a notch. Look at this. James Corbett, boys. James Corbett.
Genuinely cutting. But also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands are done.